Well, I just finished the Krakyn edit, and I have to say, after watching it back, I remember just how much fun that was. And in fact, Jade told me that after Krakyn's performance, he came out to the kitchen and he just exclaimed, "Wow, that was so much fun." And it totally was. I'm super excited to see what he has in store for us at the Invasion Festival, and I'm sure it's just going to be absolutely awesome. He mentioned that he's working on a brand new intro, and if you're watching this before September 6th, you can still get your tickets now at pewpewproductions.com. Use code POTATO at checkout for a slight discount. It also helps support the show. I will also be doing a set at Invasion Festival. In fact, I am opening the main stage, which is going to be awesome. Another person who's going to be playing at that show is this week's guest, Outlet. She'll be here on Wednesday for a live performance, and hopefully we get her YouTube video up before Friday so that everybody can see it and get excited for that show. And if you want to see all that, you got to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications and see when we go live, also when we repost the videos after the edit. And that's all I really have to say for that. So without any further ado, let's get to Krakyn.
Arg, mateys! I know. Arg, mateys! Ye be joining me for episode 3 of the PotatoPod. Here we have upon us a great and mighty DJ coming. He sailed all the 7 seas and DJ'd all over the planet. I want you to give a great warm welcome to my good friend, Krakyn! That might have come through on the audio, so yeah. Ahoy, mateys! Avast, ye landlubbers! No, this is fun. This is so. No, look at how good you look on camera. Let's give another round of applause. Hopefully, if the audience is actually hearing that. Yeah, they are. We're figuring it out, dude. So we just did a massive upgrade recently to the whole podcast. I do real estate, and I sold a house. We made a bunch of money. That's why we bought all these cameras, and we're still getting used to it. And you're here hanging out with us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah. No, dude. Tell me about the pirate theme, because I showed you this like so briefly, and you were just like, "Yo!" I saw the visceral reaction in your eyes. You're just like, "That's so sick." So my mom goes to the Renaissance Festival, and she has like this huge like dress that like goes out, and then my stepdad also. He's like an Italian guy. He has a whole outfit, and this is like a hand-me-down from that.
Oh, sick.
So let's get you right here in the microphone and quickly introduce yourself. You're Krakyn.
Yes, sir.
Tell your full name.
Yeah, so I am Krakyn. Juan. Okay, my whole entire name is Juan
Ernesto.
Ernesto.
Not to mispronounce his own name.
My name is Juan Ernesto Manuel Guevara. That is my full name. So I go by Krakyn, and I came up with that name just because I wanted to have a name that kind of embodied some sort of.
Go off. How much did Captain Jack Sparrow have to do with it?
Honestly, okay, so
you probably were a fan.
So yeah, 100%. So like growing up, I seen all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and
they were dope.
And I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and I always love the pirate aesthetic. I just think the pirate aesthetic is just so clean, so dope, and
it's not clean, but it is dope.
Well, yeah.
I feel you, bro.
It's a little bit, and like the
dude,
reason
there are no pirate DJs. That's for sure.
And that's true too. So
that's
I feel like I'm kind of like carving my own lane, and I always kind of like the rebellious spirit of like the pirate culture.
Oh my god, that's a really good point. So when so the rebellious spirit of the pirate, I love the way that you articulated that, because as a little kid, I was super into pirates. Yeah. I had. Do you guys remember those white books that they were like learning? They were the books that you would get like at your preschool library. They're white background, and then they would have like very there were history books, and it would have like articles about, and it would have pictures of like historical.
I think so.
And there was a pirate. There was a pirate version that had all the pirate flags.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, and I bet you chat knows what I'm talking about too.
Yeah, and there's like different themes, right? Like there's like they have like a dinosaur one and like a space one.
Yes, a space one.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
They had mummy ones.
Eyewitness, right? Isn't it Eyewitness?
I bet it was Eyewitness.
Yeah.
Dude, we gotta look this up. It was that, and so I was super into pirates as a little kid, and I thought that was so cool. I grew out of it. No, so for sure. Like me and my dad, we would, or when I grew up in Golden, and there's like these little, they're planters outside of that line the streets of downtown Golden on Washington Street. And when I was a little kid, I would pretend that they were pirate ships because the lanterns on each side of the little planter box would have little square flags that would just display something that's going on. And I, in my little kid mind, thought that those were sails. Those were sails to a pirate ship, and me and my dad would pretend to play pirates on that. And it's never gone away. And it's so cool to see someone embracing that. And so what made you bring that? Dude, there's no pirate DJs. That's such a cool thing.
And like honestly, like yeah, so dude. like the way
you gotta have a gimmick that sells the fucking vision.
Yeah, so Lil Dicky said something a long time ago, back when I first started, DJing and music production, that really like kind of always stuck with me. And Lil Dicky said, I just want to do the whole thing different. And I was like, you know what? I want to apply that to, my music and my life and just everything. Like, I just want to do everything different. I want to just carve my own way completely. And I was like, you know what? In this electronic music DJ landscape, there really is no sort of nautical, like, DJ.
No, there's not.
And so I was like, you know what? I want to take that as my lane. Like, I want to just really run with that. Because, my name is Krakyn. And actually, the reason why I have the hat is because, my first ever EDC I went to back in 2017, I was kind of just getting into, DJing and music. And I had the name Krakyn already. And I met this one guy named John Wynn. John Wynn, if you ever see this video, you're a legend. I love you so much.
We'll cut it out. We'll make a clip.
We'll find you, bro. And
we'll clip it.
Yes. And so I was talking to him, and I think we were watching Rez. I want to say we were watching Rez at Circuit Grounds, and I was just talking to him about my project and stuff. And I was like, bro, what would be a good way to make my brand well known and very recognizable as Krakyn with that as the name? And he looked, he thought for like 5 seconds, and he's like, you should wear a pirate hat.
Okay. Bumper's with us. She's checking up on the dog. Yeah, no, for like.
And then I was like, that is so
pirate hat, the pirate theme, yeah, for Krakyn, of course.
Yeah, I was like,
you could say that you were eaten by the Krakyn, and while you're inside, while you were about to be digested inside the Kraken's stomach, you started playing a bass melody. And the Krakyn was so soothed by your bass that it spit you out and gave you powers to become the ultimate pirate DJ. No, there's pirate radio. You're a pirate DJ. No, I totally, because there's so many talented people out there that we have to compete with. Mm-hmm. The one thing that's going to set us apart from our competition is having, I don't want to call it a gimmick, but having a hook.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Arg.
Yeah, because literally,
pun intended.
Everyone sees the pirate hat and it's instantly recognizable.
Having a hook, pun fully intended. Yeah,
that's right.
No, for real, dude. No, it's fucking sick. No, I totally, I'm fully down with it. So, you were telling me earlier that you were born in Germany because your father, you're going to be the second son of a military veteran
the
on
first
my show.
Like it was
on my show.
Of your show.
So you might have seen the show with Hokage Dubstep Eddie. Mm-hmm. He was born in a military family. He went into the military. He's a combat veteran as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you're the second person to come in and be a part of a military family. I'm wondering if there's going to be a through line through other guests that we have coming through the show, that maybe there's some maybe our parents that are doing more traditional values, and we're like artists and DJs and producers. What? So tell us a little bit more about. Tell the audience about the background. You've already told me, but let the audience know where you came from and how you came to Colorado.
Oh yeah.
Oh, on a coin flip, right?
Yeah.
On a fucking coin flip.
So-
But for a coin flip, my man here would not be alive or exist at all. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. So so my dad, right? So both my parents are from Colorado, but my dad, he enlisted in the army and he was stationed in Germany. So when he was stationed in Germany, he was a communication specialist.
Yeah.
And my mom was madly in love with my dad, so she bought a one-way ticket.
So they're both Americans. And
Yes,
you went
yes.
shipped and where was your dad originally when he was meeting your mom? When they
Both in Colorado.
in Colorado?
Yeah, both in Colorado.
So yeah, you have deep roots here.
Yeah, deep roots.
Yeah,
yeah.
for real.
So my mom, madly in love with my dad. So they both met here. They both met at a little restaurant, a little bar that they both worked at. And then
Does that bar still exist? Is it still around?
It does not. It does
Okay.
not still exist. And I forget the name of it. They told me at some point, but I
course
forget the
they
name of it. But
He went overseas and
Yep.
she followed him.
yeah, but with
And
a
then what
one-way
happened?
ticket. So then she was staying in his barracks illegally
Yeah!
because like you can't just stay in a barracks.
It's not just against the rules; it's illegal.
It's against the law.
It's against the law.
So my mom was sneaking around all that she can, trying to get away with it.
but there were some cool people that were like, "All right."
Yeah, so eventually, like, the commander and, like, the higher-ups, they found out, and they were like, yo, big no-no, Dad, you're in trouble. Like, Juan Guevara, you're in trouble.
And he got.
Yeah, so he got a big Article 15, and he got demoted.
What's an
and
Article 15
So an
exactly
Article
mean?
15 in the Army, if I have it right, is basically just a reprimandant. And so it's a drop in. So it's a demotion.
It's a reprimand and a
demotion. And I think it's like you're not allowed to get promoted at that point. It's just a
maybe
big.
is there a probationary period that you can't get promoted for a while?
I don't know too many
I'm getting a special delivery. Do you know?
Oh, am I?
You have a drink? Sorry.
Dude.
Article 15 is a demotion, and does it actually restrict you from getting to a
I
higher rank, or is it like a
think
probationary
so.
period where you can override it?
Yeah,
or
so
is-
I'm not super
The
certain.
military is
Like,
strict,
yeah, they're
man.
very
They are
strict.
hard.
They're very strict. So I don't know the exact details of the Article 15 itself, but all I know is my dad just got in a lot of trouble. But because my mom had no money to like get a plane ticket to go back to America, they ended up giving them couples quarters, so they're able to live together.
Yo,
and
for
they gave her a
real?
job on the base,
yeah.
as a hot dog lady, like selling. She was selling hot dogs.
Dude,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
So like they gave her
Wiener
employment.
Schnitzel.
Yeah.
They're in Germany at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. So
Tell us about the coin flip.
So yeah, so one day my dad, so there was a conflict going on in Bosnia, and they needed one communication specialist.
Wait, do you know about what year this is? So like the conflict.
95, 94. I was born in 96.
He's
so I
a
think
he's a
it was
youngin',
like-
y'all.
Yeah. I think it was 94, 95, maybe 93, somewhere in that realm.
Okay.
But basically, so they were sending out troops to Bosnia to this conflict, and they needed a communication specialist, and they had two on
There's
deck.
two.
And so the commander only needed one to actually get deployed. The other one would end up staying on the base in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So the commander flipped the coin to decide who would go, whether my dad or the other guy. And it ended up being the other guy who had to go. So with that, my mom and my dad, they're like, you know what? It must be fate. So let's have a baby. It's time to have a baby.
Yeah, there you go. And that locks it in. That makes the military really
Here
cool. It's
came-
cool.
Yep.
So you were born in Germany.
I was born in Würzburg, Germany. Yes.
And then, they must have moved back to Colorado pretty soon after.
Yeah. I only lived in Germany as a little baby until I was like 6 months old, and then we moved
we don't
back
count
here.
that.
Yeah.
What part of Colorado did you grow up in? Because it's a huge state.
Yeah, it is. So we had a house in downtown Denver.
Ooh.
It was very, very haunted, actually. So that's why we
And
moved.
there's a lot
out.
of old houses
Yep,
down there.
yep. So we
Haunted.
lived in downtown
I don't
Denver.
believe in ghosts, but if you feel that there's spirits present,
They're real. real, man. I would say they're pretty real. Electromagnetic frequencies that exist in a place beyond physical.
So this was downtown Denver. That's the house you grew up in, and now you're a citizen now.
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. And I was even a citizen when I was born in Germany because it was on a military base. Yeah. So even
we're educating our American audience about how this shit works. Because you're the son. You were born of two Americans living on a base. A military base in other countries is basically American soil. Mm-hmm. You're an American citizen. Precisely. You never had to have any citizenship stuff. You grew up in a haunted house in Denver.
Yeah.
And you've been a part of the Denver lifestyle your whole life.
Yeah. Well, not my whole life. So then we moved. I lived in Arvada at my grandma's house for a little bit, and then we lived, and then back in like 2004, we bought a house in Thornton, and Thornton is really where I grew up.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first Red Rocks concert?
Yes, my first Red Rocks concert was actually Global Dance Festival 2014.
Let's fucking go!
Yeah. Shout out Global Dance Festival.
Global Dance Festival. Shout out Red Rocks.
Yeah, I've been to 11 Global Dance Festivals so far.
Shit, really? After?
This past one was my 11th.
I've
been every single year since.
Do you have any connects with the people that throw that festival?
Oh yeah, they're the homies. I love those guys.
Let's fucking go. Yeah. Let's see if we get some. Let's get some shows though. Let's get some of our people booked. No, that's fucking sick, man.
Yeah.
So I've been in the state for. My family's been in the state for 100 years, and I'm a 4th generation native. But like, I consider you a true blue, full-on Colorado.
Yes, sir.
Fucking bro. Let's fucking go. My first concert at Red Rocks was actually in the womb, in utero. In utero,
shit.
Yeah. Jimmy Buffett, God rest his soul. He's sipping margaritas up with Jesus in heaven.
That's right.
So what else? So we've talked about where you're from, why you're here, what you're doing. We've talked about the pirate connection and that the aesthetic. Yeah, dude, we should sell that. We should go to Golden and go up on the planters and like redo like some of my childhood, like stand Argy Hardies.
Let's do it. We can do like a cool music video. Yeah.
I've got a cinematography camera over here. We should have like my wife shoot it. And she's like, God damn, these stupid idiots. What are they fucking doing? This is so retarded.
Yeah, let's do it up.
Anyway.
The R
word. No, so what got you into making dubstep, into making electronic dance music? Yeah,
so before I even knew what electronic music was, I always I love music my whole entire life. Like as a kid, I remember having this little toy that I would, be able to like play with, like, and it made sounds and stuff, and it was like really interactive. But then, growing up, like I always liked hip hop. Even before I knew what electronic music was, like I was more into like the hip hop realm, and I always liked the beats. I was always infatuated like how do these beats get made? So then
MPC.
Yeah.
The answer. So you didn't know that at the time.
I didn't know that. Yeah. So I found.
So it goes.
Yeah. So I found this one. Yo, what's up, bro?
Shit.
How's it going?
See, what did you find?
So I found this one YouTuber named Dans and Beats. Dans and Beats, like he was this hip hop producer on YouTube, and he was the first person that like I really discovered that I kind of like followed as a producer. And I remember I commented one day, I was like, what program do you use to make all this music that you use? And he replied back to me, I use FL Studio. I was like,
oh, God damn it.
Hey, FL Studio gang out here.
Get the fuck out. First of all, Josh ruined the shot. Second of all, this dude uses FL. We're going to kick him out.
FL gang out here. No shame. FL.
He's gone. 86. No. Dude,
So
you told you. So you say FL, I automatically make fun of you, and then you respond with like, yeah, FL gang all day. Yeah. So I performatively make fun of people that use FL. It's all performative. And yeah, because we're all on Ableton, like actual producers.
They do say that Ableton is like, the standard,
No,
and
it
it really is the standard, and like I get that, I accept that.
Dude, if you make music, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but like it was
It's-
Danzin, like Danzin hands down, like he solely like made me go down the FL Studio path,
Dude, that's
and then
cool.
I
So
just
are you on
learned
a
with it.
PC? Do you produce on PC? Or
Yeah, PC. I'm a PC guy.
Hey, look, I have a PC. I have a gaming PC, and I have a MacBook Pro. I should have got a Mac Studio. Because look at how much crap is plugged into my MacBook. It's like retarded. It's ridiculous. I almost said the word again. I'm only supposed to say it one time per stream. That's how you make sure that the right wing doesn't like say that you're just a libtard, and that you get the SJWs out of your chat.
I thought you were referring to Republican as the R word.
That's fine. We'll get the pizza when the pizza comes. We're not done. We're not done making fun of this guy for using FL Studio and a PC.
It was over. No pizza break.
No, dude. So I come from a traditional like mixing and music background. When I went to school for music, for mixing and mastering, we would use like tape machines just for like a session. We would like have a session where we'd have to mix on a tape machine. And when we weren't using Pro Tools, I don't even use Pro Tools. No one, not in our industry.
That's for the nerds.
That's why I like Ableton, because it does. Yeah, dude. Whenever I do edits of the show, he gets the meme edit. So like one time I was mentioning like how to get bitches, and I was talking about keeping your house clean, and he looks at the camera, and there's like a moment like zoom in on it and go, what? They do that meme. So no, that's why I like Ableton, is because it does have like the tools for modern music production.
Yeah.
But it ties back to that old school way of producing and knowing like where your levels are, so like this emulates an analog console. If I turn it on, and they're all automated faders.
Yeah.
They'll
You're
all
gonna break the stream again. You're always turning shit on and breaking stream.
Oh, they're motorized. That's sweet.
Yeah, so that's how I learned how to mix and make music, was from that old mentality. So honestly, the reason I make fun of FL users is because it scares me.
It's like alien technology,
I'm
man.
I'm never gonna use FL.
So natural.
But I definitely see how it is natural to people, and
It's more fluid. It feels very fluid and ergonomic. That's what I like. Like I've used Ableton and like just compare and contrast.
I so encourage people to use it. Yeah, well, the new the beta 12 piano roll is pretty fucking sick. I don't know, man. But you know what? Hey, here's the thing, man. I'm an actual musician. I don't need tools to play my piano. I can actually articulate my piano skills. I don't need. I know, right? Yeah. Thank you for checking me. No, yeah, exactly. So, are you gonna play anything new for us tonight? What do you got for us?
Yeah, I have a lot of unreleased stuff. So I have, like, if you look at my SoundCloud, I have like well over 100 tracks that are unreleased, and I'm gonna play a handful of them, more than a handful of them tonight, and also a lot of my favorite tracks that I've just found on the interwebs throughout the past years, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun. I have no idea what I'm gonna play, but we're just gonna have a good time.
What do you think about the Invasion Festival? What is you're like, there's 3 of the
What do I think about the Invasion Festival?
I don't want to, dude. So what the biggest artist that's gonna be at the Invasion Festival is actually Dalton Keita.
Yeah.
And he was in my graduating class.
Oh, no shit.
I went to school with Dalton, and I love Dalton so much. He's done Lucid Visions for years.
Yeah.
I reached out to him recently. I've talked to him, and he's doing his thing. I think that he's gonna be potentially phasing things out, and he's not He's doing his thing. So I think the next two biggest artists on the ticket are you and Outlet, who we're having her on next week.
Yeah.
We're super stoked for her to have her on. So tell us a little bit what your vision is for your set at Invasion Festival, and what we're gonna do tonight is gonna blend in with that.
Yeah, so
Do you have anything special in store for us?
I have been doing a deep dive into all of the sci-fi stuff, as far as like, all the alien related things and all the UFO related, extraterrestrial related things. And I have a pretty special intro planned for Invasion Festival. I'm not gonna play that song
No, don't
tonight,
play it tonight,
just
no.
because it's very
We'll
special.
record it.
Yep.
I'll make sure to record it. I have a really nice recorder. We're gonna plug it into the decks. We're gonna make sure to get a stereo recording of
sick.
your set.
Excellent. Love that.
You and Outlet, we're gonna get.
Love that.
Excellent.
Just a little hint: if you've ever seen Mars Attacks, it has to incorporate the song that makes the aliens' heads explode. And that's what I hope to do with all the audience at the Invasion Festival. I want to play some music and have their minds blown.
Oh, that's so sick. Dude. I'm so stoked for it. Hey, before we go to commercial, before we go to your set, I just got reminded of this. Speaking of aliens, have you heard of about Outkast suing ATLians?
I have, but what's what?
So,
what's up?
but I guess way back in the because Outkast is
One of the best albums and songs ever.
yeah, sure, but Outkast is based out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I guess ATLians is also based out of Atlanta. And they used that name, ATLians.
Yeah.
And Outkast is suing them over the use of that name.
Well, yeah, Outkast has.
If you have an opinion on it, put it on the mic.
Outkast has a song called ATLians that's absolutely massive, and if you live in Atlanta, you know what you're doing when you're taking that name.
Oh, okay. So
But it's just the song name though.
do you think
It's
that
a
they
song
should've-
and maybe an album.
do you think that the lawsuit is justified? And
Yeah, I'm sure plenty of people look up ATLians and see ATLians as an artist and think that's Outkast.
and they should stop using that name.
Maybe. I mean, Murata did it before with Mastodon. People can
But
brands.
I will be in the defense of ATLians because like Murata and Mastodon was the name of the name of another band. Like that was their name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like this is just a song or album name. Like it's a little bit different. It's not like they named themselves DJ Outkast. You know?
I don't know.
Like I will kind of defend them. Like it is just a song name and like it's just words. Like
Well, it's not words specifically. It's actually the thing that they created.
yeah.
But whatever.
All right.
We're just asking questions. We're not doing it. Hey, so anyway,
Respect
They-
the OG. That's all I'm saying.
I think that's enough time for the interview. I didn't prepare at all for this interview, even though it looks like I did because I'm wearing an actual fucking fully frilled. Yeah, no, they don't. They're not stupid. They know. They know when I'm going off cuff. But anyway. Just want to let you guys know, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you are absolutely missing out because when we play this show live, we have the pre-party, we have all the banter in between. You don't know all the swear words and all the stuff that we're censoring out. Yeah,
Like Republican.
yeah, all the opinions that I'm gonna make sure are scrubbed from the internet eternally. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, you are absolutely missing out because if you watch it live, you get to see the whole thing. But if you want to catch it live, you gotta subscribe to the YouTube channel and become a channel member. All that and more. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna have a full 1 hour set from our boy Krakyn
I'm
right
stoked.
here. Yo, it's gonna be so sick.
gonna be so sick.
We're gonna turn all the lights off. It's gonna be just. We're gonna open the apertures of the lenses of our cameras. It's gonna be so fucking dope. I can't wait for you guys to join us. Let's go 15 minutes, and we'll be right back. Much love, everybody in the chat. Love you, Vibixon. I see you, Ralph Lemons. I see you, Plam Stamp. Yeah, thank you for gifting 2 tier 1 subs. That didn't happen. That's not a thing. I don't have subs. All right, we're out. See you in a couple minutes. Love you. Bye.
That was an awesome set, and I want to thank Krakyn once again for coming out, gracing us with his presence, and throwing down such an awesome show here on the Potato Pod. I can't wait to see what he has in store for us at River this Friday for the Invasion Festival. If you want to go, and this is still before September 6th, get your tickets now at pewpewprods.com. Use code POTATO at checkout for a discount. It also supports the channel. Wednesday, we have Outlet. She's going to be here also doing an interview and a set, and she's going to also be playing at River Bar on the Invasion Festival day. I'm also doing a set. I'm opening the main stage. It's going to be a lot of fun. Next, I want to thank my OG Twitch followers, Plamstamp and Not Donkey Hottie. I don't have channel members or a Patreon yet, so having people that are regularly tuning into my stream and commenting and making it feel like this is an actual community really makes a difference. So I really appreciate both of you guys tuning in almost every stream and commenting. It makes it feel like much less of a ghost town. And if you're watching this and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you're here on YouTube, we stream every week to both platforms, and it's a lot of fun. So thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to catch you on the next one.